Hi folks, today we're just going to look at the LS10 Foam Lance. This is designed to put large volumes of foam onto whatever your application is, whether it's vehicle, could be truck, anything industrial. One of the advantages of this is it has a switch which allows you to rinse off your vehicle, which is pretty unique to this kind of foamer. So it allows you to put the foam on, you can simply switch it over onto the water facility and it will wash wherever you're cleaning off with no solvent at all. So what we're going to do now is just show you just how easy this is to maintain. Basically, one of the benefits is you can clean this out really easily. It does have a mesh in it and a filter, and we're going to show you that now. Let's get over to the bench and we'll show you how we do that now. Okay, so we're just going to show you how simple this thing is to clean out. So basically, I'm using a 28 ring spanner, and just basically just turn it like that just to unlock it. Just get a small screwdriver, flat bladed screwdriver, and just gently tease it out. There's a couple of flats in there that just helps you get the screwdriver in, and we're just going to gently take it off like so. It does have an O-ring on it, so just be careful you don't damage that. So the next thing we're going to do is just use again a small screwdriver and just gently get the gauze out, and you'll see just simply knock it over and it should just fall out onto your hand like that. So that's the first thing you can clean. Obviously give it a flush through, make sure it's nice and clean. The next thing is the actual filter itself really. So this is basically a mesh, and you want to be sort of careful you don't tear this and damage it. So we're just going to gently get all of it with some long nose pliers, pull it out. As soon as you get it out like that, pull it out with your hand, and there you go. So it's just simply a case of giving that a clean. We do supply this as an aftermarket part, but ideally you don't want any big holes in it for obvious reasons. So you can simply flatten this out and give it a good rinse out under a tap, and it should have absolutely no contamination in at all. So you can wring that out, and basically it just acts as a restriction but also a filter, and that creates your foam basically within the foam lance. So again, give that just a good clean out, rinse out, and then you're ready to put this back in. So simply push it back in like that, all the way in. Again, your filter obviously sits flat, just push that in with your finger, and then it's just simply a case of putting this back on. You'll see the male and female side of that. You should be able to push it in with your fingers, and then it's just simply a case of locking it out like that, and that's just as simple as that. Okay, so we've seen how easy this is to maintain. Let's take it outside and see how it performs with some detergent. Okay, so one of the advantages of this gun is it's got a nice big container in it, and you can set it on the ground even with a relatively small amount of fluid in there, and it's still balanced, it'll still stay upright. Quite a lot of the other designs, they tend to fall over, which isn't ideal, which is why we'd always recommend a 2-litre bottle with the foam lance. So let's put it onto the QR. So we're ready, we've got the arrow forwards, ready for the application. Let's see what happens, see what effect it has. Okay, so now be a chance to brush it off, but in this case we're simply going to rinse it off. So bring the arrow back, and now it should rinse it off.